Hi ladies and gentlemen, wow, it's January 31st, 2017 already. I've been kind of busy at this lately, haven't I? Well, you know, I was actually going to make this video and have it be one of my really loud, obnoxious rants. Because what Charles Schumer, Chucky Schumer, I'm going to rename him. He's Chucky Scammer. Maybe that's been done before. Senator, supposed, so-called Chucky Scammer. Yeah, this is to you. You have the gall to say that President Trump isn't following the Constitution because he's enforcing immigration law, and he fires an assistant attorney general because she refuses to do it and tells her underlings to refuse it too, which was not an unconstitutional order by President Trump. You lying, rat-infested piece of garbage. You all are Marxists, you're traitors, and yes, I'll call you that. I'm not going to be the gentleman with you that President Trump is, because I don't have to be. I've been a soldier. I've been a police officer. I know what dirty, rotten scum you are. And Sheriff David Clark has it right. You're Marxists disguised as so-called Democrats. You're not. And every chance you get, you subvert the Constitution and endanger the people of the United States. You and Pelosi and Reid, and even the Republicans, McCain, Lindsey, you're all garbage, and you need to be thrown out with the garbage. And I'll tell you what, you know, a lot of people know that I was Mormon at one time. There's a story about a Captain Moroni. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I think I will. Captain Moroni, and those of you who aren't Mormons, you ought to read this in the Book of Mormon just for the fun of it, because it's where we are right now. Captain Moroni sees the corruption in the judges and in the people leading the government. He tells them, he's the guy over the army, and he says, if you don't straighten up and protect the rights of the people, I'm going to come after you. And he does, with a vengeance. And it's about that time, because this is turning into a real war, and you've got your sniveling idiot, know-nothing, liberal, leftist, communist, Marxist out there that you influence because they have, as Alex Jones says, 3 worthless degrees and they can't even get a freaking job. So Soros has to pay for them. You help a foreign national fund sedition, treason, mayhem, chaos. It's like I said in my video some time back. It's time for Trump to use the military. And I know he won't do that, at least not at this point, because he's not like me. He's got a lot of patience, and I don't. But you guys, you've gone too far. He's trying to stopping Sessions from getting in to his cabinet. Are you kidding me? You say you need time to vent him more? He lived with you guys practically for how many years? No. This is because you know that your system that you put into place to try to destroy this country and the Constitution is going to be reversed. That is treason. Violation of your oath of office at a minimum. I said I wasn't going to use this to lose my temper and go on a rant, but I can't help it. You know, it's obvious what this is. And at some point in time, you just have to call it for what it is and say the gloves have to come off. Yeah, if your rhetoric, just like Alex Jones says, if your rhetoric, and a lot of other people, if your rhetoric continues the way it is, and there is a violent revolution by the left, I'm sorry, not a revolution, because we don't want to change the government. The communists want to tear down the Constitution because it gives individual liberty, and they want to be able to dictate like Obama's administration did, like Bush administration did, like Clinton. Look at Waco. Look at what you did in Nevada. Look what you did in Oregon. We know what you're doing. You're suppressing the people to steal their resources from them and their very lives. God damn you. And I don't mean, and people who know me know that God, that's not his name. But you get the point. American people need to get angry. You know, it's just time. The dividing line is here. The evil, the Schumer scammer, I'm sorry, Chucky Scammer represents, and Soros represents, and Clinton represents. People are falling in line behind them and Trump, or Trump's concepts. And I don't even want to say Trump. He stands for a principle. All right? And you do too, scammer. You stand for the principle of oppression, slavery, lying, deceiving, murdering, warring. And I'm not saying that just because you're a Democrat, because I do throw McCain, Lindsey Graham, Bush, all those other kinds of people in there too. Thought I could get under control. All right, I'm going to move on here. Look, I had a guy write into my Twitter account, "You're not Christian because of what you said about Scammer, Chucky Scammer, about immigration." I'm going to say this publicly on YouTube, and I think I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. You supposed Christians out there, Christians in name only. That's a good one. Kinos. I think I'll go with that. Kinos, Christians in name only, who know absolutely nothing. For one thing, you think that Jesus did away with all the Old Testament. You don't even understand what he said. Not one yod, not one tittle of the law shall pass away until all is fulfilled. And it wasn't all fulfilled in him. Sorry, at that time. Sorry, buddies, doesn't work. But this is one thing that he did say, and I'm going to, or that he did do, and I'm going to say it right here, okay? And I told it to this Christian guy. Look, you want to complain about us trying to protect our families? What did Paul say? He who does not take care of his family is worse than an infidel. Our country is our family. We're supposed to protect each other. So you've already violated that. What did it say? If you want to be Christ's follower, you will do what Christ did. What is he doing right now? Right now. He is the universe's most efficient and the most perfect example of immigration enforcement. No one gets to go where he is unless he agrees. That is something to consider for you Kinos out there. I'm going to stop there now on the rant and go to this. Down below in the description box are 2 links. And you really, really have to watch these. Alex Jones has been the center of a lot of controversy for a long time. A lot of people think that he's just a blowhard bigot or conceited or whatever. You know, I don't really care. Humility is just being honest, okay? If you're great and you say you're great and it's true, that's humility, okay? He doesn't really say that, but I'm using that as an example. 2 links below. I'm going to grab something. I want to read this. I called this video "The Shaking and Awakening." And there's a quote. I'm going to paraphrase it in the New Testament. "And that which can be shaken shall be shaken. What is left is of me." That's a paraphrase. You probably won't find it like that. In my estimation, these 2 video links down below are the finest piece of work Alex Jones has ever done. Considering all of his research, all of everything that he did to expose the New World Order, the Luciferians, and the destructive nature of the left and Marxism and communism, and those people in government who are really traitors or moles for the enemy to destroy us. Why do you think they're supposed to take an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States? So that they can be held accountable if they fail to abide that, if nothing else. Well, still hot under the collar. These 2 videos down, I want to say this. These are Alex Jones' finest videos ever. I am so proud we have people in the liberty movement who have hearts and minds like this. I cannot find the words to express my gratitude to God for pouring out His Spirit on mankind, whether they accept His whisperings or not. Alex Jones has accepted them, as so many have. Look at the example of the Women's March, and I said this before, how despicable, disgusting, depraved that was. The one that Madonna was at, and that was put out by, Linda Sarsour or Sarsour or whatever the hell her name is, pretending like being an Islamic follower is somehow freeing women. What an evil. You lie because the Quran says you can. You can lie to the dhimmis and the infidels, and they're so stupid they don't even realize it. Or they don't care. Our own people, our own women. I'm still angry. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I think you all get the point. Down below, those two videos. Watch Trump signals the left's awakening and the end of an era. If you have the Spirit of God in you, these are going to be incredible statements. If the Spirit of God is striving with you, listen to, and you don't want that, or you think it's God, but you're doing these horrible things, listen to these anyway. Just do it, okay? And a word of caution. The Spirit of God will not always strive with man. At some point in time, his eternal immigration policy kicks into high gear. Remember that, Kenos. Christians in name only. You don't have Christ in your heart. I know I'm not supposed to judge you, but by your fruits, by their fruits, you shall know them. And your fruits are rotten to the core, falling off the tree and being eaten by the beasts of the field. Shame that you would twist and defy the Word of God to try to get an advantage. That is blasphemy. That is true blasphemy. If you were Abraham's seed, you would do the works of Abraham. If you are Christ's follower, you would follow Christ. But you don't even know what that means. Because you're a Keno. A Keno. Out here.